lockdown condition, as we know, every country is suffering, and itself, US is itself having 78,000 infected cases, death cases among the world's 278,000. So we don't know actual data and whatever the things, but we know that everywhere is work is halted and all of us are stuck at home. So we are doing some online classes, online lectures, and want to get rid out of our daily life as usual. And we are trying our best to cope with our newly faced challenges. So today, I am going to talk with a new aspect, depression in research. So what is depression? As we know that depression is a environmental condition where the hot air goes up and there is a vacancy, so the cold air comes and there will be a rain. So this is a depression situation in geographical. So this all is a movement of air, hot air, cold air, and a natural thing. So in our daily life also, this depression comes. So how you can know that when lockdown is there, every country is going through a recession period. Like last 2 years back, I think we have 2 years actually, I think it is, we have faced Brexit in Europe. So they have lost many jobs. Before that, we heard that in UK, etc., when the environment, what you call industry revolution was there was depression. So it is not a new thing. As and where the gap is there is depression in economy. So economy is depressed. You can see that when China, every country is having their own economy. They are exporting many things. Like Malaysia, they cannot produce potato as geographically isolated. Geographically, their soil cannot grow potato. So for potato, they have to depend on India, Pakistan, and other countries. So from there, it is exported. So now, if export is closed, suppose onion, export closed from India, or the export is less, the onion price shoot up in India. Here also, the onion price go up. So onion supply from India is top. So onion price here, it is 8 ringgit. 8 ringgit means per kg, 8 ringgit means 8 into 16 or 17 per kg. How much? It is around 140 rupees or something per kg of onion. Yes, 140 rupees per kg per onion. So you can understand whenever there is a economical movement of every country is restricted, then there is a economy is affected and there start the recession. So now when Malaysia, suppose I am giving one example here, as we are here, I know that Malaysia is based on petroleum import, palm oil, petroleum export, palm oil export, and also tourism. And all these three is hugely hampered. So all the tourism industry related malls, visiting places, hotels, restaurants, airlines, all closed. In India, suppose, there is depending on many things, but lockdown. So lockdown condition, you can see, you can understand one city, so many bus run. So how many bus running and how much people is working on that in this every bus? So all getting jobless, and that jobless is people moving from one place to another state. That is different. Some people moving from one place to another state, that is also there. But many people become jobless. Even our friends, my friends working in Go Air, etc. in Mumbai, very good positions, they are not getting salary from last 2 months. And also their apartment getting locked down. Apartment is infected in Mumbai, so they cannot move out or move in. So this is a complete recession going on all over the world. And from there, the depression come out. And this depression is, we cannot know how the depression, it is not, and we can tell is depression or hot bath. So But it is everybody is suffering from depression. Not only but this economic recession, everywhere, every state.
और ये बंद कर फोन नहीं गया मेरा मक्खी बाप को लाऊं फोन आप आज ये पूछे आप सोना का
Every stage of life. Hello.
सोना का
Hello, sir.
लॉकडाउन
Yes, sir. It's clear, sir.
You can see my screen or not?
मेरा तो सब कुछ कर नहीं दे
Not yet, sir. Not yet.
Oh, sorry, so sorry. Can see now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry. You can put record. You can record it also. No problem, if you want. Okay. So I am talking about this geographical depression, as in the first slide. Next is this recession I am just talking about now. So this recession causing depression in our at present mainly, but always we have depression in our daily life, and depression is in terms of psychology they tell black dog, and is black dog is there, we cannot get rid of the black dog. There are many medicines, the doctors are there to give medicine, but medicine not support depression. Means if you have depression, that you have to go for doctor, neurologist, and they will psychologist, and they will give medicines, and the medicine dose will increase every day. You don't know, I don't know that I am depressed, but automatically we are under the black dog syndrome. So we cannot get out of that black dog if we from ourselves, we don't go out. Okay, now I just want to tell what is depression. Depression is a mood of disorder that causes a persistent feeling of sadness, loss of interest, and can lead to a variety of emotional, physical problems. Symptoms of depression are feeling of sadness, emptiness, angry outburst, sleep disturbances, changes in appetite, anxiety, troublemaking, making decisions, etc. So just giving example, suppose you see bus is going in the road. Suppose I am in a bus, you are in a bus, and bus is moving slow. So suddenly one person telling why the bus is moving so slow. Another person telling why the bus is moving fast. It is not that bus is bus driver under the bus driver control. So why the person is reacting? Because he has some anxiety in his mind, and that anxiety is reflected by his activity. Okay. Suppose in home, I just angry with my my son, my daughter, or my family members. We can fight with our neighbors also. We don't know how, because we are angry, outburst. So this is the all coming out from the depression situation. It is a normal in our life, but it is not expected normally. So we are changing in appetite, we are depressed. So suppose we are going to shopping mall, we buy many things. Buying habit, more buy. Whatever we see, we buy. That is a depression outbreak. We watch TV, we take cold drinks, we think everything, every junk food we are taking. We getting weight. That is a result of depression. Okay. So anxiety, depression, and this leads to many complexity in our health in future. Okay. Now talking about the psychological thing, one famous person's name, maybe you know about this book, Dr. Richter Franklin. He is in World War time. He was in prison, isolated, and he write this book during his isolation time in the prison. And that prison, no person during World War time, the family, everybody was put inside the prison, and nobody can go out. There is no person to talk. So whatever the thing is there, the family members dying in front of the other family member, they cannot take care. This is the situation in that prison. So the person, Victor, is writing this book in that time, Dr. Victor. And then in that book, he has written that one of his friend thinking that, okay, 31st March, he got a, what you call, dream. The 31st March, he will be released. So it is 10th March. So 31st March coming closer. So he is very means excited. Oh, I will get to release. I will get to release. But when it is 28th March, he understands that release order is impossible. He cannot get out. So he got depressed. 29th, he cannot take food. And 30th, he lose movement. 31st, he expired. He not expired due to his, what you call, anything. Nobody kill him. He is expired by himself, by his own depression. He has a mindset that I will get out, but he cannot go out. That is causing his depression, and he dead. So there is a term, logotherapy, he used, that is Greek means reason. So reason for existence. If there is no reason for existence, I will die. In Mahabharata, we heard that Lord Vishwa is still there until the Mahabharata end. When Lord Vishwa is die, Mahabharata ends. What is the resemble of Lord Vishwa? Lord Vishwa, we resemble as moho, motivation. If the motivation is not there, we die. The body is death. Whole Kurukshetra is our body. So, in principles of logotherapy, life has a meaning. Under all circumstances, even the most miserable one, there is a meaning that for this I am living. If that is not there, I will die. So the person will not die if he don't think that 31st March is I can go out. If he think, okay, I will go out on someday and I have to do something, then he will not die. Why Dr. Richter not die? Because he is writing and he is thinking that I have to write this diary. I have to complete this diary. This is my motto of even I don't go out also, I will write. It is my thing. So on writing, on concentrating on writing only, he get all depression out. And he got out and he became a professor of university and his book was released. It is a very good book, means very famous book. You can search and you can get it. So now coming back to the research area, it is not my data. This is data from Nature. So they conducted a survey 2 years back where they provide the Nature's the PhD scholars. They surveyed, and it is surveyed around 5,700 people, and they get a response that provide a quiet room or for the crying time in the university. Means university should provide a quiet room where the people will go and cry, whoever depressed. In our Malaysia, every university have a student counseling chamber. There should be a psychologist, and every student have any problem, they have to go and meet. If they get lower score in his exam, or they get high, means any depression in hostel or any home, any matter, they can go and consult with the psychologist there. There will be a registered psychologist in every college, every university. There is a special psychological, means student counseling chamber. So in Nature also, means when they conduct the survey, they get a reply into 2 years back that there should be provide a crying time and a quiet room for them, for the researchers. Now, next in the 2019, last year, now November, this data is published that they have again, means they are doing this survey every year. So 6,300 graduates from all over the world they have surveyed, and you can see that 36% had sought help for anxiety. So the percentage was in 2017 maybe, 2 years back actually. So 29%, now it is raised to 36%. So the more people is involved, means getting anxiety during their PhD time or higher education time. Clear? Everybody okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, what are the things that is controlling our depression? The main is age, sex, and marital status. not only that is, there are other, as you know, that this depression comes from the economy. If it is not, we have no money, economically down, we are depressed already. So these all associated with socio-demographic variables. And this is mainly associated with the effect on the mental health of the postgraduate students or researchers. So when conflict of concerns, not only when it is raised as the family members is there and we are doing higher study. Usually I think no maximum person getting married and do PhD. During PhD they get married, or before PhD they got married, or have some family burden on them. So after master's degree, many person not do PhD at all. After bachelor degree, or they cannot study also. After class 10 they do work. It is a pyramid, no? You know, all of you know, it is a pyramid. So means very few person going for higher study. So after master's degree, very few person go for PhD. And when they go for PhD, that time already they should have a job, they should have a backup of salary, etc., or fellowship, etc. In our time, we have fellowship, or we don't have fellowship. Whoever, they should have parents backup to support their PhD study. So now everywhere PhD is also having fees, etc. So many person have to have a job, then they go for PhD. So now there is a family burden also there. So if family need more money, you need some treatment of parents or wife or children, then you suddenly certainly cannot concentrate on your PhD study. Okay. So then doing experiments, writing doctoral theses and publishing doctoral qualification paper need time, energy, and financial resource, as I told. Okay. Now, there is a very effective role of mentor. The guide is very vital. He or she supports in every aspect of the PhD students. Now, what you can do? It is not that I am telling that it is happening. We don't know also that we are depressed already. When we're doing work, morning we go in lab or in office, we are going already depressed. We go by crowded bus, we depressed. We go by crowded train, we got depressed. Our car don't start, we got depressed. Oh, my car not starting. But we can think that if delay in life, delay in the road may, what you call it may be beneficial to us. It may be avoiding some accident for us. We don't know. We don't think that way. We think we are late. So we are getting a red card in our office. So it will be anxiety and there will be depression from the beginning of the day. So now if we depressed, so it is during our postdoctoral time or our PhD time. Don't be too hard on yourself. Then foster supportive relationship. So if we, our office colleagues or other research colleagues, we have to make supportive collaboration with with them and talking with friendship, and we can do joint works, etc. Then challenge of negative thinking and your own limited beliefs. Then performing experiments can be very self-depressing. Suppose I want a result, that result may not come. Even I do 50 times to 100 times, maybe it can come after 100 times if I am lucky. May not be the result I expected, it cannot get, it may not get. So there is a challenge and we should take the challenge as a sports. Okay, suppose I am sending a paper in journal, rejected. So what? They have some comments that this is the comments or rejection, and we should take it as a positive approach. Yes, this is the things we have to rectify in our paper, and the publication should be better, and we can publish it in other good journal. That should be our challenge. We should take the challenge like that. Oh, this is not accepted. Another paper also sent not accepted. I am sending so many paper, means so many times this paper not accepting. So I am a very bad researcher. This mentality should not come in our mind. Okay. Now, from our constantly under scrutiny, our every research work. Maybe somebody telling this is a not wastage of time, this research have no value. So we don't have to think that way. We think our work, whatever we're doing is best. And maybe we have to think and accordingly we have to work. Okay, so it is not that the results you achieve or the number of papers you publish or how well you are progressing compared to your colleagues. We don't have to compare that, oh, that person published 100 paper, I have no paper. It is not a, pass fail of Rabindranath Tagore, that one person passed and one person failed in exam. But in real life, it is different. Okay, so we don't have to take what we call anxiety or going for depression. Oh, my friend, that research scholar doing nothing, get publication. I am doing so many things, my research not publishing. Okay, now we have to take care of ourselves. This life of academia very need very what you call tedious. It is not a potato selling that I go market morning and within 2 hours all potato sell, I got money and go back and sleep. Not like that. It is a whole day and whole life we have to work through this tension and this work. Okay. So do one thing for yourself each day. This is a suggestion, not from me. It is means the experts suggest to get rid of the depression things. So do everything, some 30-minute yoga in the morning or walk or exercise. Exercise is a must for depression. Only exercise can rid out the depression from our life. If you cannot do, you are in depression, you don't take medicine, you do walking and jogging. It will get rid of depression. You do exercise, devote time more on exercise, do meditation, but don't take medicine. If you do medicine, already your body, whole body is affected. You are going under the black dog, capture the black dog. Now, suppose you want to enjoy, you go out for your friends, watch movie, or take some, take some foods, join a team for sports, etc. These are the measures you can take for getting out of the, and then this is also same thing, celebrate success on small matter. How small is it? Okay, I got a paper published. So I put it in the journal is very good, etc. And I have published paper in Facebook, everybody praising me, I will be happy. So that happiness will give depression out. If I am satisfied, it is happiness, okay? Now try new things. Suppose, of course, we have to try new things. That in lockdown, we don't know that we cannot move out. So we have to try new things. We are using Zoom for doing conference, doing meetings. We think that in May, I will be in Calcutta, I will be with you in physically. But now we are doing it by online. So this is a new thing and this is a challenge. So that challenge we have accepted and we are delivering the speech. Okay. Now, there is a big, bright world after your PhD. And so that is, you don't know what is expected. You have an expectation. Yes, I will do PhD. But what will happen after PhD? We don't know. Okay. So that is not our goal. We are working. Okay, I have to get PhD first. So target PhD. Don't think about what will happen after we get PhD, etc., etc. There will be something. Okay. So what I want to mention that life is a game. It is a cricket. Suppose every ball is coming to you and you are batting. You are a batsman. We are the batsman. So every ball we cannot make sixer. We cannot hit. Many ball goes out. Many ball, we can score only one. We cannot score. We may get we may get out also our friends. That is not an issue. Every ball is opportunity to hit sixer. Okay. Every ball I can make over boundary, but not all balls. And so every ball is having opportunity, but that does not mean that one ball miss. That does not mean second ball I cannot make hit six. Every ball has same opportunity. So we cannot afford to lose opportunity. And also if opportunity is lost, we cannot think other opportunity will not come. So for that reason, we don't leave the ground. We stick on the ground. And that is how we survive. Many cricket, we have observed one day test, etc. 1% batting in one side. It's not scoring at all. When we are watching TV, means the cricket, like Chetan Chauhan did during the last school days, our school days. One side sitting, means standing like a pillar. Nobody can out whole day. And other side, Gavaskar come, Vengsakar come, everybody going out. And he is just standing, not making any score, not getting double century, not getting century, but he is there. So that is the play, game. And that game in life, it does not have to leave the ground. We should not think that, oh, there is no opportunity for me. And I am finished. There one paper not published, I cannot do anything. So this thing, depression, should not come in our mind. Okay? Clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we could hear.
So now there is a struggle for existence, as we know, Charles Darwin taught. And struggling for existence, everybody is struggling, everybody is playing their part in the game. There will be survival test. One person can make sixer, other person may get 4, one person get make 1. But everybody has some importance. And that will be decided by the nature. Nature will select who will win or who will not win. We don't have to think. Okay? We don't have to crack our head. I am depressed. Oh, I cannot get anything. No. We have to work. That's all. We will get result afterwards. Suppose I am feeling why I am giving another lecture, because after giving one lecture, okay, I feel I am depressed here already. So if I give lecture, I talk with you, I will get some relief in my mind. Okay, for that I am sharing the views with you. I think I am clear in my speech today.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You see this picture, and there is clearly written, I am here to stay.
Sir, let me say something.
Yes, please.
Actually, to my view, to compliment you, your lecture was excellent, but I think depression creates some innovation. If we go through different people, namely musicians, players, and other creative people, they have created their best out of their depression. Like if we take the example of famous singer Manna De, maximum of his creations, and if we take the example of Sunil Gangotay or others, the maximum creation comes out of depression, and this is the very nature of the studenthood or the childhood, that most depressed and most frustrated people, out of challenge, they challenge their own, and out of their own challenge they try to do something new. So this is one of the best part of what we could do with our depression. This is my view, sharing with you and all.
Yes, sir. And also means there is this one, and also if suppose one person depressed, they going to be the drug addict, they taking alcohol, and etc. etc. So that is also hampers our body. If
So we have to balance between the negatives and the positives.
Yes, if health is wealth. If health gone, we cannot do anything. So we should not depend on alcohol. We should not depend upon cigarette. Okay, we can take, but that doesn't mean we have to depend on that, and we have to depend on medicine for get rid of depression. Yes, we can. We have to be more adamant. Okay, this research give me depression, I will do more research. That you are telling that. So if I cannot get publication, okay, I will show that how to do publication. The challenge, the depression, revert as a challenge, as sir telling. Yes, sir, I'm right.
Sir, let me ask you one research question. How depression could be measured through scale?
So there is a survey in psychological scales are there. There is a survey report in, there is a internet also you can search. There is a survey questionnaire, sir. So
Okay, sir.
in psychological, I mean, international psychological, they have the survey questionnaire and the psychologist can measure the depression rate, etc. to that criteria. Means interview style, everything is there in YouTube. So there is a questionnaire and etc. how to do, check, because if these are all coaches in psychology classes. We are not psychology people, so we don't know so much thing. We
Okay,
just
sir.
sharing our
Thank you,
view.
sir.
I just sharing our view because it's a new thing, not new thing actually. Means
Exactly.
all over, everybody is depressed from long time. So, but I am trying to just highlight it so that
So
everybody
just
should
like negative plus
yes,
negative equals to positive, your depression
yes,
and my depression equals to something new,
yes,
something
yes.
positive to be coming out. So thank you,
Okay.
sir. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Any
And if
question
you
from the
have to ask
participant?
anybody, please
Yes.
ask.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, why it is called black dog syndrome?
The term is given by the psychologist. You check in net, please. The black dog is like dog. If you want, you can. He is a very good pet. He will never leave you. So it is a resemble of dog and his shadow. That when the black dog is with you, he can be under your leg. He will be with you. He will not leave you. But when you are depressed, the black dog shadow will cover you, and you are under the dog. Dog is not under you. You are under the dog. Dog were not leaving you. Depression not leaving you. So it is called black dog. It is a black area, black spot. In other psychology, I have shown the slides in other cases. There is a black spot, and that black spot is increasing every day in our mind. If we are depressed, we cannot get out of the black hole. Okay, so it is
Okay.
called as a black dog, resemble as a black dog.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Everybody is
Sir, good
thanking
evening,
you. Your
sir. Good
presentation
evening,
is
sir.
very
This
nice.
Good
is,
evening, sir.
Oh, Professor Kanungo.
yeah, sir. Good evening.
Everybody, I say, Dr. Pranam, I say introduce Professor Prananunbe is from C.V. Raman Global University. He is a eminent
Okay, sir.
professor of telecommunication. I invited
Thank you,
him
sir.
to present here.
Sir, my regards to you.
Thank you, very much, sir. Sir, one question I
Honored to
want
be
to ask.
interviewed. Thank you so much, sir.
Sir, actually, one question is that what should be the good practice in life to avoid depression?
Yes, sir. We have to do some meditation. We have to do some exercise. We have to be happy, and we don't think that this is our aim. Means if I get 100 out of 99, it is my I am get depressed. I should what? I should not go for the result. Result will come automatically. As Sri Krishna told, Ma Phaleshu Kadachana.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Sir, is
So I think, yes,
hello?
please.
Yes.
Sir, is depression measurable? Can we measure depression?
Yes, as Professor Sir asked, there is some questionnaire we can measure. The psychologist can measure also how much depression is increasing or lowering. The scale is there. So accordingly, the doctors prescribe the medicine, etc. If you go to doctor, they will prescribe medicine because they don't focus on your mental condition.
Let me very specific. Let me be very specific. There is a test known as psychometry. There is a machine, there are certain instruments, and there are some questions. You will be given one headphone and all that, and you will be asked certain questions by the psychologist, and based on your answer, it will be measured, it will be scaled, and output will be coming in the form of just like ECG. And on the basis of that, the doctors will be giving you medicines. Already, Dr. Poddar has answered this question. So thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Any more questions from the participants? Because sir is very busy today with his administrative meeting. And let me say that Sunday is not a holiday in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur. So sir is working with full bloom. He has another meeting to join. So if you
Okay,
have anything
holiday,
to ask,
officially holiday, but having meetings.
okay. If you have asked to anything to ask, otherwise we will thank formally Dr. Poddar for his gracious presence again, and he is thinking for the academic and research community every moment. So this is depicted in his smile and his joyful nature. Although he is very busy, he is smiling. So this we could take from sir, And sir, thank you so much for being very informative and very well enriched session. Always we get enriched from your session. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank you,
all,
sir. Thank you.
and thank you. Stay safe. Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Same to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bidan sir, please transfer. Yes. Thank you. Are you ending now, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir. Thank you.